Now, let's proceed to specification number 3, which requires identifying the main features used to classify organisms within the plant kingdom, focusing specifically on ferns and flowering plants, both dicotyledons and monocotyledons. In the plant kingdom, plants are classified into two primary groups, non-flowering and flowering plants. Non-flowering plants include mosses, which reproduce via spores and lack true roots, and ferns, which are also spore-bearing plants, however, they possess roots, stems, and leaves. There is another group of non-flowering plants, known as gymnosperms, which produce seeds that are not enclosed, such as conifers. In contrast, flowering plants, or angiosperms, reproduce through seeds. These plants are divided into two main categories, monocots, which have a single seed leaf, like grasses, and the second one is dicots, which have two seed leaves, such as roses. Before we delve into the various types of plants within the plant kingdom, let's take a moment to review the plant kingdom itself and understand what sets it apart from other kingdoms. Plants are multicellular organisms, made up of many cells, each having a cell wall composed of cellulose. This provides structural support and protection. Many plant cells, especially those in leaves and stems, contain chloroplasts that store photosynthetic pigments, such as chlorophyll. As autotrophic organisms, plants are capable of producing their own food through photosynthesis, a process in which they convert sunlight into energy by using carbon dioxide and water. This dichotomous key diagram shows us how plants are divided into two main groups, those that produce seeds and those that do not. It helps us understand the fundamental classification within the plant kingdom. Firstly, plants that do not produce seeds, such as algae, lack true leaves, stems, or roots, while some, like mosses, possess structures resembling leaves, stems, or roots. These plants reproduce using spores instead of seeds, and ferns, which are also spore-bearing plants, however, they possess roots, stems, and leaves. Next, we turn to plants that do produce seeds, which are categorized into two groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms are associated with cone-bearing plants, whereas angiosperms, or flowering plants, produce flowers. In gymnosperms, conifers like pine trees have needle-like leaves and produce seeds in cones, while flowering plants, or angiosperms, such as sunflowers produce seeds within their flowers.